Ladies and gentlemen, we are only 1 month away, or less than a month away, from the start of the Euros. You know those pesky prediction videos which people think they're the smartest person alive? So the Euros 2020, but in 2021, COVID happened. We already know what happened, boys. We are actually living in a pristine part of history. Because typically it's the Euros, and then 2 years it's the World Cup, and then 2 years it's the Euros. But this time it's the Euros, and then next year it's the World Cup. Special part of history here, boys. We got back-to-back banging summers. So because it's international, I'm wearing my German training top because I think it looks cool. I am English, but I live in Poland / Czech Republic, so I'm quite mixed on my views here. But the first game is on the 11th of June, which will fly like it's nothing, so don't worry. So if you guys are enjoying, let's hit 2,000 likes, and also subscribe if you're new, and tell me down below how wrong am I. So before we do get into this video, I do want to talk about something which I feel like will help you guys out a lot. If you know me for a while with my channel, I've gone through a lot with you guys, and you guys have helped me out a lot along my entire way. I'm Newcastle from Burnley, now I live in Poland. It's pretty mad. So for today's video, I want to team up with someone that can help you guys out and literally give you free money right now. So for this video, Curve has supplied this video to help you get free money. And literally all you have to do is just go down below in the description and download the app, and you get a free $5. It's as simple as that. And if you don't know what Curve is, basically it is a app that you can have in your phone which has this one piece of material right here. Yes, this could be your credit card or debit card for absolutely everything. If you have 2, 3, 4, 5 different separate bank accounts, that could all be used for this one piece of card. And no, it's not a bank, it's simply a digital wallet that you could have all of your cards in there, so you don't need to carry around things and potentially lose it. So instead of carrying around a wallet and have it around and potentially losing it, you can put your card in back of your phone case just like that, and it stays there safe and secure. And that's all you need. And by swiping left and right, you can add brand new cards. You could have as many as you want in here. Once you get your card through the mail, just like this one, you can go and activate it. And all you need to do is just simply type in the last 4 digits on the back of the card. And there you go, simple as that. And as soon as you make your first purchase with the card, then you get your free £5. And there's other cool features with this card as well, such as, let's say if you buy something on the wrong account, let's say you use this card and you use, let's say, your Barclays account, which you shouldn't be touching, then you can take the transaction and literally send it over to maybe your ex-girlfriend's account. Yeah, you get what I mean? For whatever reason, if you still have their bank details on it, please ask for permission here. I'm not saying you should do this. So if this sounds interesting to you and you also like free money, then click the link down below in the description and sign up for free on the app, and you can simply get your own card, and as soon as you make your first purchase, you get a free $5. Simple as that. Now let's get stuck in. First group, of course, being Turkey, Italy, Wales, and Switzerland. It's a pretty mixed group of teams that any team here could actually go through. Yes, even Wales. I'm only kidding, but I do think that Wales are definitely going to be a surprising one here for a lot of people. Because people don't pay them much attention, but they've actually been pretty decent on their recent fixtures coming up to the tournament. Wales don't really lose to many teams that you don't really expect them to lose to. Play against like a Finland, or like a Hungary, or like a Ireland, or like a even Croatia, they usually perform. And then there's Turkey, which people, again, may not think about, but they are also a decent side on their day. On the qualifications to the Euros, they've actually not lost to France at all. They in fact beat France, who are by far probably the favourites of this entire tournament. But they do have the odd game that they may in fact fall flat, such as recently they just drew 3-3 to Latvia. And then Switzerland drew twice to Germany in the Nations League, drew to Spain. This really is a tough group to call. Italy, for most people, will probably be the favourites, but I personally don't think they'll be top. I'm not saying that they won't be maybe top, because there's always that chance, obviously, but I just don't see it. This one is going to be tough, and I don't know why, but I've just got a part to me that wants to have hope in Wales. So let's put this all together here. So I'm going to put first place. I think that it is going to be... Why do I think it's Switzerland? I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling about them. Italy second, Turkey third, Wales fourth. I don't know why. I want to have this thought about Wales, but when I look at a team, especially defensively, I just can't not think about their defense and how... I want to have faith in you, Wales. Please prove me wrong. Group B is a little bit easier, but still not easy in the grand scheme of things, really. Belgium are by far going to be big favourites here, and Denmark are a proper serious side as well, beating England on the way to the Euros as well. Finland are also a pretty cute side in this as well, which they can definitely have a good game. And Russia, with the World Cup as well behind them, on the way to the Euros this time, has been a bit chop and changey. Not really facing any massive competition, and if they have, they usually lose. So then for Group B, I'm going to put, I think Belgium will be top. I think this one will be pretty spot on. I can't see them not being top. I'm going to go and put Denmark second, Russia third, and Finland fourth. I want to have faith in you Finland boys, but I don't know. There's a small part of me that thinks that Finland, they could go above Russia and it could be like that. I have faith in Denmark to do quite well, but Russia, I don't know. Next group is Group C, which has Holland, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. My boys, North Macedonia. I love to see an underdog. I love an underdog, okay? And I really want things to work out for North Macedonia here. I'm not going to lie. And I do think there's a chance. I think there's a chance here that they can make it past the first group stage. This is the same team that beat Germany. This is the same team that beat Germany in Germany. But this is the weird part. They also lost to Armenia and Romania. So I just don't know what. I don't know how to call this team. Ukraine and Austria are very similar level for me. And Holland are the favourites, but they are missing Van Dijk for the Euros, which will be a massive miss for them. But even with that, you would still expect that they'll be top. So for the groups, I will put Netherlands first place. I will put Ukraine second, Austria third, and North Macedonia fourth. Now, I do want to hope that Macedonia could maybe get ahead of Austria. Austria doesn't impress me that much. You know what? They're third. You know what? Macedonia, I've got you boys, okay? Don't let me down. Viva la Pandev. Austria makes sense, but you know what, man? I'm backing the underdog here. North Macedonia. Come on, lads. Group D. This is going to be a very interesting one. Of course, I'm English, and I do, in fact, live right next to Czech Republic. So, maybe that may sway my decision-making here. Croatia, of course, World Cup finalists. England, of course, World Cup semi-finalists, even though you may say it's a bit dodgy, but at least Nations League finalists, if that matters for anything at all. I don't know if it does anymore. And then Czech Republic, which is just no one really pays much attention to. Or Czech Republic under the radar a bit, maybe, with the likes of Souček, which is absolutely dominating right now. Also with Kufa, the West Ham connection. And Croatia in recent games haven't been as strong as what you may think, losing to Slovenia, losing to Sweden, losing to Portugal, which isn't that bad, but only just beating Cyprus 1-0. Don't forget the fact that even though England did in fact beat Czech in the Euro qualifications 5-0, they also lost to them 2-1 as well. So even though I would love to see Scotland actually go through the first round, I would love to see that. I know many mates of mine that are Scottish and they are absolutely mental, so the scenes will be pristine. I just don't have the faith. I just don't. I think Czech would be third. I think England probably would top the group, probably with a draw between us and Croatia, and we should beat Czech and we should beat Scotland. That's my prediction for that, really. I will be called biased, but it is what it is. Group E being Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia. And this group is, for me, similar to Group B, that you kind of expect one team to be the main team in it, which is Spain in a scenario, and the rest will be fighting with each other to try and get through. So Spain, I have faith that they'll probably be top of the group. They've got a very strong team, but of course a youthful team now. I do not think they'll dominate, but I think they should be able to go through. Sweden, of course, having Zlatan Ibrahimovic for their team for the Euros, which would be a big help, you would imagine. Recent games only beating Georgia 1-0 and Estonia 1-0. Slovakia in recent games back in March drew to Malta and Cyprus, and also lost to Israel recently. It's not looking good. And Poland debatably has the best striker in the world right now, and I feel like that will mean something for once. So for this group, I'll put Spain first, Poland second, Sweden third, and Slovakia fourth. And then comes Group F. I'm so sorry if there's any Hungarian fans here. You may be saying that, is there a chance that I may be saying that your team may in fact go through the group stages? I mean, it's a tough one. It's a sticky one, you know. It's a sticky one. Now, the thing is, though, Hungary actually is a decent side. I actually rate them a lot, you know. They've honestly been quite solid at times, but, again, a bit shaky at other times. I really, really want to give them hope, but I just Just please prove me wrong. That's all I'm going to say about you guys. And then there is the other three. Germany, France, and Portugal. Now, of course, the third best team can go through as well. Through the Euro. However, they do the highest points total. So it can mean that three of the teams can, in fact, go through between France, Portugal, and Germany. France being by far the strongest team. And Portugal having a pretty good team now as well. Defensively and offensively. And Germany is kind of in the middle of a transitional phase right now for me. That is why for this group, I'm putting France first, Portugal second, Germany third, and Hungary fourth. The fact that Germany lost to North Macedonia, I just feel like they're going through a bit of a transitional phase right now, and they can still go through, but I think with their kind of young side right now, I just kind of feel like France right now is the complete package. They're prime and ready now. Germany, I feel like they're not fully there yet. They've still got pieces missing of the puzzle. And that means that I've got to now predict the 4 best third place teams, which means that whoever has the highest points goes through, or let's say if they have the same points, then the highest goal difference goes through, basically. Between Turkey, Russia, North Macedonia, Czech Republic, Sweden, and Germany. Germany, you would imagine, may get a draw and should probably beat Hungary, so I think they'll go through. Sweden in a group of Spain, Poland. It could be a draw between Poland and Sweden. It could be based on goal difference as well, so I'm going to put Sweden in there as well. I feel like Turkey should also probably go through in that group as well. There's a good chance that they may beat Wales or get 2 draws or whatever else. And I want to say potentially Czech Republic. This is a hard one to really try and predict because you're predicting a lot of things at one here. You're basing it on 3 different games and how they also match with one another. But I think this is what kind of makes the more sense to me. Russia, I'm just not a massive fan of Russia right now. So that's why. Now we get stuck into the good stuff now. The knockout stages. Here we go. So round of 16, we got ourselves Belgium v Sweden, Switzerland versus Ukraine, France v Turkey, Croatia versus Poland, Spain v Czech Republic, England v Portugal, Netherlands versus Germany, and Italy versus Denmark. That is our knockout stages. So Sweden versus Belgium. You would imagine that Belgium should ideally knock out Sweden. Again, you know what? Anything could happen. Honestly, anything could happen. So, Sweden, you can do something here. But if we're probably putting it through a probability scale, Belgium should come out on top more times than doesn't come out on top. So, Belgium through to quarterfinals. And then Switzerland versus Ukraine. This could go either way. And you know what, man? If I'm going to use my brain here and try and think what I think should happen, part of me really likes the idea of Ukraine, but I'm going to go with Switzerland here. So, Belgium beat Switzerland in the next round. France versus Turkey, which would be almost perfect if this did happen, because it means that Turkey has a very good record on France. So, this would be really interesting to see. France beat Turkey. I would love to see that because, I mean, Turkey beat France and they drew the other game. So, they've actually not lost to France in the qualification for this tournament. I love the idea of Turkey knocking out France, but France is just too strong for me. So I feel like when it really matters, I think they should. But I think they'll put up a fight. It could go extra time. It could do. And then Croatia versus Poland. Viva Lewandowski. Viva Lewandowski, okay? I'm putting you guys through to the quarterfinals, okay? I don't care. Call me biased, call me still salty over the World Cup, okay? Poland, you're going through, lads. And then the next for Spain versus Czech Republic. I'm going to expect Spain to go through in that matchup. That's just my prediction on that. And then England versus Portugal. Oh, God. If we faced Portugal, man, I just wouldn't be too confident. If we have our defense without Harry Maguire especially, so we got like John Stones and like who alongside him? Connor Cody, Tyrone Mings maybe. If I'm going to be as unbiased as I possibly can here, I think we will struggle. So, if I was not English, I would put Portugal. I would put Portugal to go through against us, man. I want us to win the entire thing. Don't get me wrong here, but I am a person that doesn't allow hopes and dreams to kill me, okay? I would rather not have the hope to begin with to protect my soul for the future, okay? So prove me wrong, boys. Netherlands versus Germany, and this is a hard one because this is two sides that are kind of both going through kind of phases right now. This would be a banging game. Like, if you were a betting man, over 4.5 easily for this game. This would be a high-scoring game, I'll tell you that. If I'm thinking of a one-off game, I'm going with Germany. I'm going with Germany. Germany, you're going through, boys. And then Italy beat Denmark. And I like the idea of Denmark actually going through to the next round. I don't know why, but I feel like Denmark, they definitely can pull off an upset here. I'm going with Denmark. I don't know why. There's just a weird part of me that just likes the idea of Denmark. Okay, now on to the quarterfinals here. We got ourselves Belgium versus Switzerland and France v Poland. And you can probably guess what's going to happen here. Switzerland can definitely pull off an upset against Belgium. Definitely. But I think Belgium, they should have enough to get the job done. And then France v Poland. Yo, I love Poland, bro. Okay, I've done my best here. But I can't say that you're going to beat France, okay? It's possible, but improbable. Spain versus Portugal. The World Cup banger comes back to life again. Ronaldo. And I will put Portugal to knock out Spain. I really like the defense that Portugal now has. I think they're really looking solid all around their entire team right now. When Spain has got a few little pieces I feel like is missing in that kind of team. So I'm going to go with Portugal to knock out Spain. And then Germany versus Denmark. I will put it down to Germany to knock out Denmark. And then there are 3 games left to go, the semi-finals, and Belgium versus France is a prediction that most people, I presume, would really expect, because there's not really many teams that you could really put in this conversation, unless if you don't think France will in fact be top of their group. France being right now what looks like to be the finished product, and Belgium almost looking like one, but not actually having the silverware to really go with it. Not really going too far in tournaments when it really mattered. And would this be a different scenario? I don't think it will. Okay, their defense for me is not good enough. It's not good enough for me defensively for Belgium. So for that reason alone, I think France should knock out Belgium and make it through to the final. And then that leaves us with Germany beat Portugal. Portugal beat Germany. And you may kind of guess what may happen here. It's Group F coming all together again. It's a matchup, the Group of Death. I'm back in Portugal the way, bro. I'm back in Portugal all the way. If you are a football fan and you're a man of romance, okay, you're a man of stories and a true proper story. And I feel like it would be a beautiful story if after everything that happened in the last Euros, it all goes back around again and it's France beat Portugal in the final again. Portugal, of course, the Eder goal in extra time, doing the business when it mattered. And I feel like it'd be a beautiful part of life if it all turns around again and then it leads back to the same 2 teams. But this time, I think it will be France that will get the job done and will win the Euros this time. This is not really a hard prediction to do. I think every single person is predicting France to win. They are literally the complete article in every single sense. Their second team can probably beat England or most teams in this entire tournament. That's how good they are. So if they don't win it, it is an absolute disaster. If you guys do enjoy, smash the like button and also subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and my name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.